Doesn't matter when we.
Uh,
There we go. Let me know. We're live. We're live now. Unfortunately, I don't know what the hell happened. Just a minute ago, but we are back at it again. And let me know if everyone is good. Win is out. I don't know what happened with him. We got rugby in there. Gary, you there? You hear me? You're muted.
There you go. You can hear me. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened there. Just couldn't let us go live. So apologies about that. We're gonna get we got the new show now. So, well, meanwhile, I optimize everything the way it looks good. Let's get to some of your takes. Then I thought it was, and just I thought I was gonna get pink eye watching that because it just hurt to watch. But we got the 3 points, which is the most important thing. And but what do you think? Well, let me welcome the first time caller, Rugby. How you doing, mate? Rugby, you're muted. You gotta unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
yeah,
Hey,
loud
I
and
can hear you,
clear.
man. All good. How you doing?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a bit laggy on the feed that I'm on, or
Okay.
like the website.
Anyway,
But if you can hear me,
we can
that's
hear
fine.
you loud and clear.
What do you think about the game, mate?
What do I think?
Yep.
Yeah, look, 3 points. 3 points is much required. You know, we're still in the race for Champions League, and you know that should be the main goal. Obviously, being in the final is fantastic as well. It was a tough watch. You could see that West Ham were really, really poor in position. From open play, they created very, very little. And we were creating their chances for them. You know, from whether it was the era from Byrne going for the same ball as Shah and then Kudus getting in behind late in the first half. Early in the first half, when Tino was obviously not used to playing on that side and um, made an error in terms of clearing it, which had the chance for, I think it was Suchek really early.
Yep.
Yeah.
But other than that, they didn't really threaten us, and that was because it was kind of like we went back to the shape and the mentality of closing out wins, which we did during that sort of 9-10 game stretch where we won lots of games. Um, Obviously, we weren't very attacking. We did have more of the ball, and we were the better side. So I do think we did deserve to win. And then we move on to the final. So yeah, there were
Uh,
some positives like J7 getting through 90 minutes. Really,
well, that was good. Yep.
Trippier was solid. I thought Sharon Byrne for the large, but they weren't tested that much. But Byrne was dealing with Bowen all right. There's a couple of times where Bowen came inside on his left foot and Byrne got the block in. Um, yeah, but again, just a bit of lack of quality on the ball going forward.
So where
Yep.
you from, Rugby? Hello? Can you hear me? Rugby? Analyst?
Well, he's gone. He's gone. Anyway, thank you, Rugby, for coming on. The link is. Let me go out there and actually.
Trying to work out whether it was Australia or New Zealand. One of the two.
That's cool, but let us. Got to put the link out there so people can join. Actually, because we got a new stream going. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened earlier on, but we don't. Technical issues don't matter to you, the fans. We got to get to talking about the game. Really good stuff from, in my opinion. I was gonna say that on the other one about Harvey Barnes. I really enjoyed him. I mean, look, there's a lot of things that he needs to get right, but it doesn't change the fact that literally he was the main player to get us going. He's the only one doing anything in the first half. And, he got that assist. I think he's still gonna have to figure out, ways of making the right decision. But ultimately, I mean, listen, he's the one that we got for the final, and I think he's gonna be, the one to take over that Gordon role. So it is what it is. I didn't agree at all, and I still don't, about Nick Pope starting in goalkeeper. I don't think he adds any security, the defense by just watching them play. Don't like it. They don't like him in there. I mean, they're scared of passing the ball, and he's still shaky every time. Look at the standards, how low they are. That Mighty Win was celebrating. Oh, good punch. As if it was a little bairn. Is it that he's just dribbling the ball, and everybody gets excited about that. That's how dross it is. And I feel like we can't allow ourselves to get into that situation at all in the final. So I don't know why Eddie Howe is doing that. But although he wasn't ridiculed today, Pope, I feel like, well, obviously West Ham wasn't there. West Ham weren't. Do you guys fear West Ham in this game? I feel like it
No.
was at all. So it was a tough one. Andy Bell, thank you, mate. You hear us? Have your piece, man. Say you gotta have your daughter's phone, mate. Gotta have your.
I'll quickly say, Chris, if you're going to take the positive out of that game, you've got to look deep, deep, deep into it. Two teams, managers cancelling each other out. One opportunity with Harvey Barnes putting a good ball in, and us putting people in the boxes won with the game. Defensively, I mean, we were questionable. I think everyone will probably pick up on that. Tino at the end of the game, one-on-ones was pretty decent when they were piling the pressure on. The midfield for me just doesn't work with them three now. I really do. Unless we've got pace in front of them, we've got no individual that comes out of that three and creates anything. So that for me, if that's going to be the team in the final, we've probably, for me, got to change something in either a position or a player, because I don't see that beating Liverpool in 10 out of 10 games. I think we lose all 10. But we've got to look at the positives. The positive is the result. The performance is something that can be questioned, but it puts me in a strong position in the league after the final. But sorry, I can't hear anybody, guys. Thanks for having us on, and take care, guys. All right.
Care,
all the
mate.
best, Gary. All the best, Win. All the best, Chris.
Have a good one, mate. All right then. Let me
I can't
get
you started either.
we got more callers coming in. Thank you, mate. We'll see you, Andy, and we got Umar here. Umar, welcome to the channel, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you
clear.
great. We can hear you great. Oh, you're the one that shows your eardrums, man. How you doing? All good?
Yeah, I'm all good. Yourself?
We're doing perfect. What did you think about the game?
Yeah, it was just boring. Nothing much.
Yeah.
One goal, nothing much. Nothing much happened.
No, I agree.
Yeah, we got 3 points. That's what happened.
Yeah, 3 points.
By the skin of our teeth.
And surely it must have shown Eddie that team, that lineup, ain't going to beat Liverpool.
Well, certainly that goalkeeper ain't going to beat Liverpool. And we're going to need a little more strength in the goalkeeper. By the way, though, I mean, listen, there's no way of sugarcoating it. I mean, Byrne and Shaw are going to play. But, man, oh, my God, it is.
Where's Lascelles? Where's Lascelles?
Well, Lascelles it looks like he's had hip surgery, man.
Lascelles is knackered.
Lascelles is got Alzheimer's right now.
He's been out for a year now, hasn't he?
Exactly. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's going to be coming back at any point in recent. We're not going to see him probably this season actually. So
Is he out of contract in the summer?
Yeah.
well, yeah, I think so. He may be. Well, any last thoughts, Umar? What do you think, man? Any expectations? The last game and the next one is the final, the big one.
Yeah, I don't think we'll win the final. I'm telling you that now.
Damn, man.
We've got no chance of winning.
What do you think we got to do to win the final?
Stop Salah.
Well, I know that, but I mean us. I mean, what do we have to do? Anything proactive that we have to do? The manager has to do to. Obviously, we got to stop Salah. If Salah has a great game, we're not good. But I mean, what does Newcastle have to do in order to win?
Put pressure on their midfield and stop their attackers.
Yeah, well, good stuff there, mate. Well, listen, thank you for coming in, mate. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one, Umar. Umar, where are you calling from, man? Did you say you were in Newcastle?
Yeah, Newcastle. Yeah.
Oh, Newcastle, man. All right, where do you live at? What part?
Sorry?
What part of Newcastle you live in?
Not that far from the city centre.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, I bet your rent is high if you live in the city center. But anyways, it's all good though, mate. It's all good. We'll see you next time, Umar. Thank you for calling, mate.
Yeah, no problem.
Cheers. Bye bye. All right, now we got Lewis, we got Roy, of course, our co-host. You're gonna be doing the player score, so you can't miss that for NTTV members plus. Tiger Studio, Steve Rock the Tune. Let's go one by one, though. Well, first of all, Roy, what did you think about the game?
Oh, I love it, man. Love it.
You
That
love
was
it. You love
professional.
that.
Jesus Christ.
We
It
all
was
thought before the
awful.
game we're gonna get. It was a shit game. Doesn't matter. It was professional. Job done. We did loads of mistakes. Dan Burn did loads of mistakes. Shaw did loads of mistakes, but we won the game.
Oh, not too far.
Pope actually came off his crosses and look, we won the game.
Okay, yeah.
Forget it.
That's much-
We won the game. Doesn't matter. Murphy was awful. I mean, he wasn't. For Shaw and Burn were bad. Murphy was the worst one. But look, job done. We managed to fix all the problems we had because all the results went against us, and we went back to 6th now. So no matter what happens in the cup final,
Joint 5th.
Yep. No matter what happens in the cup final now, we've got the league to play for. That's it. If we win the cup final, we're in Europe, but there's no pressure. If we lose the cup final, we play in the league, and then we just try to get into Europe. So it doesn't matter. This is what we've got.
Yeah.
The only the last 10 minutes, Wilson and Willock, like what? They forgot how to play football.
Not all.
Like, I know.
But
anyway,
it's shocking how Wilson, by the way, who's supposed to be this tank, got easily moved by one of their center backs with his elbow and move out the way for a ball at the end. He's just not there. So stop. Tell fans this. Do yourself a favor. Stop counting on people that you cannot count on. Plain and simple. Roger. By the way, Roger can't hear us. So you're gonna have to get a new device. Unfortunately, that's what's happening. Lewis, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm just turning my camera off.
What do you think? What do you think about the game, mate?
Awful. I watched it. Obviously, at least we can watch the game in the UK on a Monday night, not like a bloody 3 p.m. kickoff.
All right.
But it was awful. It was probably one of the worst, not worst, but not one of the worst ones, if that makes sense. Like, no, I don't think no team wanted to win that game.
Well, actually, you do got a point there, by the way. I mean, it just looked like if it would have been if it was a draw, it would have been the fair result would have been a draw. I mean, let's be honest.
I would have taken a point.
No.
Yeah, but
I said we'll lose
I know
3-1
about
before the game.
referees, but how bad was that referee tonight again?
I tell you what, Bruno got away with it as well.
Referee was the referee, unfortunately.
That's not a foul because it's like one of those iffy ones. But some of them fouls where we were getting not given. We got took out. We tapped them on the shoulder. They went down and got a free kick.
I know Lewis comes on every week wanting to blame the referee, mate. We cannot blame the referee.
But I do give him credit when they're right, by the way.
But the referee had nothing to do with it. He had nothing to do with it. But Tiger Studios in the building. Tiger.
I'm just laughing at the comments because they're like, "Oh, where's Tiger? He looks good."
Listen, you look gutted, man. We want to win. We got the 1-0.
Nah. Listen, look.
By the way, but you don't help yourself either, man. When you start posting all of a sudden pictures of West Ham players celebrating, it's like you want Newcastle to lose.
Hey, I do like to piss everyone off. That's just
okay.
me. That's
You're doing a great job at it.
Well, you're succeeding.
Exactly. Give yourself a pat in the back. Well, what do you think about the game?
I've got to give credit to Bruno. What a goal by Bruno as well.
Yeah, Bruno did decent. Well, I thought it was a decent game, but anyway, Tiger, what is your thoughts about the game?
Yeah, I'm going to jump out, guys. I'm going to jump onto the fan reaction show.
All right, mate.
Keep the faith, Lewis. Keep the faith, man.
Keep the faith, man. Hey, Wayne, put your glasses back on, man. Wayne, put your glasses back on, man. You look like a thumb. Anyway, Tiger. Tiger, what do you think, man?
Bar from the performance, I'm happy we got the 3 points. Like, that was a must-win. Anyone that wanted a draw, it's not acceptable.
That was a must-win.
But win. It is a must-win because
you
know what? During the stream, Gary said something similar, and you come up with this sarcastic comment like, "Oh, it's a must-win." These kind of games are must-win games if we want to get Europe.
Exactly.
Hang on. Whoa! I said it was a must-win game.
No, but when you say like, oh, a team that we should beat, you start laughing. But these are the teams that we need to beat, right, to get Europe.
No, well, because here's the thing that when right now he's taking this stance as of late. When he goes at the fans, he doesn't criticize the actual people that actually can change the score sheet and position on the table or win the final, whatever. The protagonist, he doesn't talk to them. He talks to fans. He tells fans, well, fans come here and expect to win, to beat these teams. That's what Tiger is alluding to. And fans don't expect nothing. And you cannot
I
lie.
stand by
In
that
the league, there are teams that you can beat and teams that you can't. Like
they include Bournemouth and Fulham in these teams.
Well, yeah.
Bournemouth and Fulham are at the same level as we are right now.
Yeah, but we should be beating them. When
we got better,
Well,
we definitely got a better
why?
squad. We got better squad than them. Plain and simple.
why? But
We haven't got
if
a
we
better
want to get
squad than them.
Champions
We might
League,
have
we
a
need to
better
beat these
first 11
teams.
than them when they're all fit, but we ain't got a better squad than
Well,
them.
at least at start before the game for kickoff, we got a better team than they have. Plain and simple. It's
If
not.
we've got everybody fit and not suspended, we'll have.
Well, here. Anyways, I just feel like if you're supposed to be a team that are going for Europe, I agree with Tiger 100%. You can't be allowing these points to slip away. And I think we did enough today, and that's fine. We got it done against West Ham, weak team this season, and we got it done. Steve, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
What do you think about the game, mate?
I thought it was quite a free-flowing game, but we're going to have to be careful if we play against Liverpool that way, because we kept giving the ball away a lot, which could have punished us. I thought West Ham at the end was going to punish us, because when we went to 6 minutes injury time, I thought, oh, here we go. And the game did change a bit. West Ham were on our backs a bit then. I think we deserved the win, definitely deserved the win. I thought it was going to be a draw before the game. I didn't expect just a one goal to be scored, though I thought the way things were, I thought it was going to be at least 2-2 or something like that. But to walk away with a 1-0 win, it's a cracking result for what we need, and hopefully I'll get some confidence for next Sunday. But we have got nowhere near the side we need for that. Like 2 seconds.
All right, then. That's fine. Well, listen, we got 3 points. I think today it just doesn't even. Just to have a match on Monday so late, we didn't even know the time in the beginning. Everything seems off.
Well, you didn't. It's always 8 o'clock at night.
Well, the time changed in America, so I guess I wasn't thinking about that. And it's gonna be changed for only a week because now next week you guys change your time. I'm assuming because it happens every year, and then and we'll go back to 6-hour difference. But regardless, it just doesn't fit this game. We just got it out the way, man. We got 3 points, and we do still got to analyze, what happened during the game. The 4-3-3, is that going to work for the final? I don't know. I thought Livermento Trippier did decent. I think that's going to be the back four is going to be that. But my main concern is the goalkeeper. Why is the goalkeeper? What is Eddie trying to do here? I don't understand.
Idea.
Because it's not working, and then when it doesn't work, you got to say it's not working.
Well, you can argue that it is working because he's got a clean sheet.
Oh, you
What's
see
with
that
this kicking though?
that is the analysis that just it's mind-boggling, man. We got a clean sheet, he says. Fucking hell, and that's supposed to be enough to keep the Bravka off. Instead of just having the bollocks and says Eddie is having a problem here. He is making a mistake. That's what you need to say because if you believe.
How many times?
So exactly. So you say that instead of saying for some odd reason he's got a clean sheet.
Well,
because Pope is just standing there.
Doing it Eddie's way, we've got a clean sheet.
Okay, well, come on, man. Let's talk for real. Let's be serious.
You asked a question
listen,
about
I would have Dubravka in goal every single day of the week.
Okay, then you say that, and that's
for
it.
me is a liability.
Exactly. Well, then we agree.
I can see where Pope's going on.
Pope is in today, and we'll get a clean sheet.
Yeah.
Not because of him.
Any player that gets injured or out normally has to earn their place back. They've got to get 100% fit, earn any other position. But for some reason, with the goalkeeper, as soon as Pope's fit, he's straight back in. No other player gets that. They've got to earn their place back in.
Well,
so it's right.
I don't even necessarily think that's true either, by the way.
Yeah.
Because Cher always comes straight back in. You know that.
Yeah, but is it right or wrong? That's what the point is. It's not. It's not. What...
Funnily enough, Gary and I were talking about this in the pre-match. That what Potter's done today, on the back of 2 clean sheet victories, even though he's got Paqueta fit again now, he's kept Paqueta on the bench.
Yeah.
Because he goes with a winning team.
Yeah. Correct.
So now you can argue.
No, I don't even agree with that either. I mean,
neither do I agree.
No. I don't agree with this winning side is non-touchable. I don't believe that's so prehistoric football to me. You know, but the point is, it's pretty simple. When it comes to the goalkeeper situation, he is not as good as Dubs right now. I'm not talking about in 2 years or 2 years ago. We're talking about right now.
We've got no argument.
Exactly. So we agree, but we can't be excusing it saying, you know, but he has a clean sheet. What does that mean? You know, because you were celebrating like a goal. He punched the ball. For the first time in the whole game, he actually got the ball in a punch. Well, he kept missing it all game.
He punched the ball twice, actually. Once a really good...
I mean, Vendetta said in the chat...
He did a couple of sweeper keeper ones outside the box as well.
Yeah. And he also got one good pick-up, but he wasn't under any pressure at that time, to be fair.
Well, there was no saves, really, was there? So I think even if Dubravka was there... I think that would have changed.
That's interesting.
I'm not. I don't think for 1 second that Dubravka would have messed any of them up. So and he certainly wouldn't have spilt that powder puff shot from Jared Bowen that he did spill.
Yeah, I think we should worry about the 2 centre backs more than the goalkeeper.
Well, no, Ro. You know why? Because there's absolutely nothing he can do. They're going to play whether they allowed 10 goals today. Or they didn't.
Dan Burn at some point thought he was Paolo Maldini. And was
I agree with you.
What on earth are you doing up there? And then 10, 15 minutes left. Those 2 centre-backs should have even crossed halfway line. And it'll be same as Milan and all those games that we got hit with long ball towards the end of the game and it was done. Why are you going up? You haven't got skill. You can't shoot or pass or do anything. You can't even head the ball. What are you doing up there in their box?
I just feel like the longer players don't understand what they need to do on the pitch, in their particular positions, and decide to do other things instead of just doing what they're there to do, we're gonna lose every time. And I'm talking about the final. I'm not. Today we can all have a pint. Great stuff. 3 points. You know, we are it's still 6, joint 6.
6.
So that's even great. You know, it's better. Joint, you know, we're joined with Man City, 5th, 6th, whatever you want to call it. 2 points behind Chelsea, 4th. We were right in it, and I love it. But I'm trying to win a trophy here because I've never had one. I got the Intertoto Cup, you know, but I haven't found myself the courage to go out there and buy a replica
the faith, yet. We might do it.
So, you know, but the point is, how can we do you think Eddie today decided not to risk anything and just started resting players at like taking Isak out and Bruno out? Well, Bruno at the 87th minute, so I mean, not really, which is fine to be fair.
Yeah, but Longstaff came on.
Well, but who else is he going to put up?
He did. He was going to. He had 2 passes. 2 wrong passes.
You saw that pass he gave away. Everybody was.
It was on for 4 minutes.
It was
like. By the way, I thought, what a ball.
It was like Pep's. At one moment, it was like Pep's Barcelona, man. Tiki, and then they wanted to mess it up. It just, oh my God! At some point, he just got. I think he got scared and just got rid of the ball.
He's not scared. He's just shit.
He's a shit man.
He's just shit. He's a shit footballer.
It was strange to see Livramento on the left-hand side, though.
What was that?
Livermento's tidy, but he can't cross the ball. He hasn't got a left foot.
Yeah, it was strange to see Livermento on the left. I found that really strange.
Well, no, it was not strange because there's nothing he can do. I mean, you know, the hole is not there, and he played there last time.
I think.
I thought that.
Yeah, I'm happier with Tino on the left and Trippier on the right than Tino on the right and Trippier left.
Oh yeah.
Especially against Salah with the
Yeah,
pace.
definitely.
Yep.
Although again, you've got that balance, haven't you? Gale and experience versus pace.
Yeah.
And I mean, what do you
But
guys
the
think?
only problem was there were numerous occasions that were mentioned during commentary when Tino was up in that left-hand corner and was poor, wasn't he, Gary?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's going to be limited on what he can do. He's got no confidence in his left foot, obviously, because he just doesn't swing it at all. And he gets to a really good position, promising position, and then he stops. And the only problem by doing that is once you've got that momentum and everybody's going forward into the box, what happens as you keep checking is players, and we see it now so often, you don't get players continuing to run towards the 6 yard box. Everybody stops and stays outside the box because we're going to go pendulum. And it happens game after game after game. And when you haven't got a natural footer on the left-hand side, and we do it with Anthony Gordon, I'm not saying it's just Tino. When Lewis Hall is in there, Lewis Hall can just whip it. The problem is he doesn't do it enough for me, Lewis Hall, because he'll then recycle the ball centrally. And what Andy Bell was saying before is absolutely bang on. We don't commit enough bodies from our midfield forward. I said it before, every match, the distance that we have from the midfield to the forward line, sometimes we are left wanting. There's far too much space to get up to play, to get involved in and around the box. And that's why the game stops and starts and feels really jittery. We aren't fast-paced anymore. There is no eagerness or no bodies from that midfield because they're all very similar paced. Tonali, obviously, is probably, I would say, our quickest out of the three, and he sits in the 6. You can't expect him to keep making them yards up play after play. And to me, there's definitely got to be a call on where we go. And that's why I said at the start of the game with when we were doing the preview, when you look at it, in the build-up, you've got to ask yourself, who on that bench can come in and change the game? There's very few names that you can go for. That's actually going to make an impact into the game. And the unfortunate thing for me is, even though we are very left-sided, we are still limited with the fact that we just haven't got the players that can hurt the opposition when we're in really good positions.
Yeah. Well, we got it out the way. It was
it was one of the winnables that we've won.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I don't want Murphy starting the final.
7 wins to get Champions League.
I tell you what,
one of them done.
But here's the thing, though. Wayne wants to go overboard, man. He wants to go out there and parade, man. What are we gonna do? What is that place that we filled up last time in the cup? Is a weird name in London.
Trafalgar Square.
Trafalgar. Do you want us go? You want us all to go? Tiger, can you go there right now and celebrate that we beat West Ham, man? Fucking hell, man!
I'm not fucking going.
Come on, man. It's okay. We got them. We beat them. We celebrate. But the most important thing is the final. Murphy Tiger is bringing up Murphy. He played draws, but Tiger. We can't put nobody else. We got. That's what Gary was saying.
The one thing, was it 95th minute? Their goalkeepers in our box. We're on the break. What is Murphy doing? Just go and shoot in his open goal. Why is he trying to pass to Willock?
And by the way, because that was a great idea. What you guys, you two got mad about Gary and Wynn that he could have just passed the ball.
Just knock it into the channel.
But what I thought was just shoot.
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, listen. If you listen,
all the Joe was lifted over. Wilson was on his leg.
It was Willock. Willock had skinned their last man.
Yeah.
And he was running onto the ball, and all you needed, now, you guys are saying shoot. If you can't pass a ball 30 yards, you can't shoot from 70, surely.
Well, that's the problem, Gary.
The thing is,
for me,
though, man,
I think he needs to be dropped for the final. I would put Barnes on the right.
He should have been dropped today. He's been awful over the last few games, mate.
I would put Barnes on the right.
Here's the point, though.
Willock
I think
on
we've
the
got
left.
no one else.
Here's the thing. I think that what Eddie Howe needs to do is go be by himself, take a cold shower, and just think, man, who can actually? You need smart players, man. And that last play, although we won, although it will never be remembered, it just shows you the lack of IQ, the low IQ, man. You know what I mean? You need somebody. If we're winning against Liverpool 1-0 at the end of the game, you need players that are smart, bro. You know, because if you give the ball away and then because Liverpool are more than capable of equalizing any game. You know, you almost have to have a perfect game. That's what Eddie said on the Liverpool game that we played without Isak not too long ago. We near almost a perfect game,
every player to be perfect. Yeah,
and you can't like.
I mean, you've got to look right. They nearly scored in the first minute. 48 minutes, they had a shot. Souček had a shot that went over the bar. Could have got into the back of the net. We never looked like scoring at all. That's why I said at half time, this has got 0-0 written all over it because we hadn't got an outlet. They were happy just to drop off and play 4, 5, 6 players sometimes behind the ball. And then their forward line would drop in and squeeze that space for us to play around. And 9 times out of 10, we were going all the way back to the halfway line just to go on the right hand side. Now, you know, for me, it's a case of if you can't muster up a cross into the box from a wide man, whether you're left footed or right footed, then you've got to question the coaching because you will not ever score a goal from the halfway line. You've got to commit players and bodies into the box. And the more we keep going backwards, and it's a pattern that's happened, like I've just said, you're not having players now committing themselves from midfield. It was a good run from Bruno, to be fair, where he got the goal. It was issued, reiterated from him from the halfway line or just in the West Ham half, and he continued his run. The shot from Harvey Barnes was lucky that it come straight back at him, and he put it into the perfect spot, into the danger area. So, you know, I'll hold my hand up and say, Bruno, well done, son, because you could have get up on that. But
Gary,
he didn't. But he's one out of how many? That's what I'm saying.
But Gary, our goal, I don't know if it's just me. I thought we were lucky to get away with that because Isak's done that push. 2 minutes later,
Kilman.
he's done the same push on the halfway line. Ref's given a foul for it. So we were lucky to get away with it. So
he did have 2 hands on the back of Kilman, to be fair.
He did, yeah.
I thought we were looking to get away with a penalty from Bruno on, I forget who it was now.
On Bowen.
Bruno and Bowen, yeah.
Bowen. No, it wasn't Bowen. It was somebody
There was
else.
one with Shaw as well. Almost. It was a bit of a second.
Yeah, but I mean, when you look at the replay, he was spot on. Actually, when you said, I've seen them given. He actually rolled the ball first and planted his foot with the opposition. Well, it was
no,
Kudos,
that wasn't a penalty. That definitely wasn't a penalty.
Who come in at the side. So Kudos didn't make a meal of that. But like I said at the time, I have seen them given.
Yeah, no, I agree. That kind of, or you can say that the West Ham player was unlucky that he didn't get that goal. Either way, chicken or the egg. But I think Wynn is talking about the play where Pope acted hurt or was hurt, you know, on the replay. In the great piece of commentary by Mighty Wynn, BBC worthy, he thought it was outside the box. He thought the goalkeeper grabbed it outside the box.
Well, then we saw that replay again later on, and I said I thought that box was the 18-yard box as opposed to the 6-yard box.
Well, I mean, look, in the Premier League, 47, like, you know, we said 47 points.
Bottom line is 3 points. Yahoo!
Now everything, absolutely everything is shifted towards the final. And Liverpool beat their team, I think, was it yesterday? Well, obviously, everybody played already this weekend.
And we're going in with our tails up, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but you know, it's just the team knows we gotta have damn near a perfect game to beat Liverpool.
But we've got to play an awful lot better than that to have even a semblance of it.
Osula didn't get any minutes. Is that an indication that he won't get any minutes at all?
Unless he's going to be the master stroke surprise for the final. But
well, he's not going to start. Nobody expects him to start, though.
He's not, I think it's going to be the same lineup. I think it's going to be
I agree with you. I mean, people, we did
Exactly.
the back five, all of that stuff. It's all
gonna
talk,
be
man.
safe.
That ain't gonna happen. But I tell you what, I think Eddie will hang his job, put his job on the line if he starts Pope. Because even losing, I know Tiger thinks otherwise, but even losing, depends on how we lose. he can still continue in most people's eyes.
Right,
But if he shoots himself in the foot again,
if he starts Pope, and Pope is at all responsible for the defeat, if
anything.
then absolutely he's.
I mean, you know, because he obviously not, he doesn't. He's not only is he not learning, he doesn't care to learn. You know, it's just plain and simple with Nick Pope. And it's not about because people were saying in the chat. Some people saying, well, some people say in the chat, well, what did Pope do, or what mistakes? It's not about that. It's not about that at all. But it's just watch him play in defense. Watch us try to play from the back. We are just atrocious. It looks like we're shaky, nervous, anxious, everything all at once with Pope in the back. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know,
it's just kicking that makes everyone nervous, Chris. That's the problem.
And that's a big deal nowadays.
It's his first touch, mate. His first touch was awful. I mean, there was a point where like Bowen was chasing him down, and he panicked. It's just poor, mate. It really is poor.
But
I don't want to think.
But Chris, with the final, a lot of our fan base are saying like we need to keep Salah quiet in order to win. But like, what were the likes of Diaz, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch? What about them players?
Are they scared?
Exactly. Like,
I think there's more pressure on Liverpool.
Well, I mean, and you know, this is what I saw of the game with Murphy. Murphy was only kept on that park to go 5 at the back. Trippier then goes inside, right centre back. Murphy goes right back. Murphy then swaps to right centre back, and you get Trippier, and there'll be a point where I'll try and cut it, where he points and says, "I want you out." Murphy is walking. He did what Tino did last week, where he plays everybody on side. And he's walking. And you're thinking, you know, at this point, they've gone 4 to 5 up top. So if we give the ball away in front of goal, a ball through the middle quickly, and they're playing through again. And it's just that sharpness of brain. And that's why I said, that is the only reason Murphy was kept on that pitch, was because he just drops into the hole. You see, for me, I would have gone the other way. I would have said, I'm not going to match you and what you're doing, looking at Potter. I'd go, Asula, get on that line, because their left back played as virtually a left striker most of that second half. He had the freedom of that right-hand side, our right back, because of the way they were playing. If you'd have put Asula on there and just said, listen, just run, just keep going the other end, it makes the opposition back up. Because if they can't keep coping... Now, listen, I'm not saying Asula would have changed anything, but it gives you an option to turn them around and get them facing their own goal a couple of times, because no player likes that.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was Isak and Murphy out and bringing on Asula with Wilson. That's what I was hoping for, but
yeah, and me.
But
you see, I would have.
When we said on the pre-match preview, if Wilson had been starting, I would have wanted to have seen Barnes on the right, J7 and Willock on the left, and Barnes on the right. But with Isak there, and by the way, Isak had a poor game today as well. You know, you can argue he didn't get any service and all this shit, but he had a poor game when he was.
What's he meant to do, Window?
Well, not lose the ball.
But he's trying to do stuff with the ball. But the players behind him are letting him down.
He's trying to do what the wingers are not doing, or the midfielders are not doing.
Look in the first half.
Agreed, but he's supposed to be this 150 million.
Okay, but in the first half, he gets the ball, runs at the defender, he puts the ball through for Barnes, and he messes it up. What? That's not Isak's fault, is it? He's giving him a good ball there. Barnes should have done better. Yeah. Like this whole, like the fans, like, oh, Isak had a. You can't blame Isak.
That was a lucky touch from the defender, though. Before Barnes controlled it, and then
we don't. Obviously in this game at all, we didn't feed Isak at all. We didn't put him in a situation where he should have scored. You know, so yeah.
Many times, like you keep Isak at the game, we won't. 9 times out of 10, we won't win the game. This is like something Howe needs to work on as well. But
right,
I don't know, man.
I think there'll be more space.
Isak should have had his head on that ball that Bruno scored.
Scored.
You know,
thank God he didn't.
An excellent cross, and Isak just had to get his head on it, and he was inches away. But if he'd been on the ball, that would have been his goal.
I've got a question for the panel. Yeah, look, like watching Isak today and his body language, like past few games. Do you think like he's going in the summer?
Well, it
No.
depends on where we finish up, doesn't it?
I don't think so, but I mean, you never know. I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
anybody can
Still
afford it.
2028
You're gonna have to
or
afford it.
something.
You're gonna have to pay a lot of money for him.
Yeah, it's going
and,
nowhere.
I don't think it is. You know,
Contracted till 28, isn't he? So.
But if he rejects that contract in the summer, do you think we should
Well,
just
no,
cash
he's
in?
still contracted till 28.
But do you
yeah.
think we should just cash in on him if he rejects it in the summer?
No, hell
No,
no,
just keep him.
no way.
Oh,
His agent's
I
going
want
to
to
be
keep him
trying
no
to
matter
find.
what, but it's what the
Well,
other fans
it
want.
works
Innit?
both ways because if he renews, he's going to get probably double the salary he's on now.
Right.
But if he doesn't, then he's probably keeping his options open. But he's going to be on his low salary probably for another season or two. And 150 million is a lot for most of the clubs on the planet now.
Well, I would definitely. I mean, I think he might want to get a new contract as well, so that might make him sign.
Yeah, I think people actually underestimate as well how happy he is on Tyneside.
As long
A
as
lot
we're
of
in
players have said
Europe,
that in the past, and look what's happened.
Yeah, if we're in Europe, then he'll be happy, even if it's Europa League,
Yeah.
not the
Well,
Champions League.
which quality players have said that in the past and gone?
yeah. I think any
Well, the point is,
does come in.
Kawhi?
the point is nobody
I
says.
was never happy under Ashley.
Hold on.
thing is-
No, the point is nobody says I want to leave. I mean, you know, so you can't really take that as and say, okay, he's happy, because I mean we don't know. But I don't think he's going to leave anyway. You know, it's I just don't
even
think.
if we qualify to the Champions League and somebody comes in with 150, we might still sell him anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
150 is
Villa
a lot
did
of money,
that with
man.
Douglas Luiz. Villa went to the Champions League and went and sold their best player.
150 is a lot of money, but however, though, you're not going to get a striker like Isak available. That's the point. You're not.
I know, but you can
gotta,
get a number 10 and a
or
winger,
you can
probably fix your defense with that money.
Bring in Harry Kane.
but you just lowered your standards, though. I mean, I would.
There you go.
I like Delap.
Bring in Harry Kane. I'm saying, bring Harry Kane.
That's what you can guarantee. If we are selling Isak, it's because we're getting somebody stellar.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Ashley told me for 20 years.
2 or 3 players with the money.
That's what they said about when Ashley was in there for 15 years. We didn't get nobody.
But
That's what they said about. That's what they said about Andy Carroll.
PIF in Ashley, other.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Andy Carroll,
I would have taken 35 million for Andy Carroll. Trust me.
Well, that's what you're saying about.
No. With Andy Carroll's money, we went and bought. We got loads of players the following season.
Who? No. I mean, that makes no sense. Yeah, you can get 10 players, but they're all shite. So
Demba Ba was good, Chris.
We
man,
we got Kabay that season. Demba Ba,
bro.
I like Demba Ba, but come on, man.
Demba Ba was good.
And we finished 5th.
We got Cisse.
Yeah, we got
Santon. It was a great team.
Santon, I love Santon because he came from Inter Milan, because I like that club.
Wouldn't have been able to afford Santon if I hadn't sold Andy Carroll.
Yeah, how good were we?
Don't forget Obertan.
Well, we finished 5th. We got into Europe for the first.
Look with Pardew, man. Get out of here, man. Did you had no hopes that year.
We did. We finished 5th.
We had no hopes that year.
Yeah, man.
We finished
come on,
5th.
man.
We finished in the UEFA.
Well, look. Yeah, we
almost finished 4th until the last game.
Champions League this year. So you're talking.
Remember the last game we had to win, and Spurs and Arsenal had to lose or draw or something, and we ended up getting beat off Everton last game. Then we finished 5th, above Liverpool and Chelsea. Chelsea won the Champions League that year, so it was a great season.
It was a great season.
Yeah, it was
almost as good as the season we finished 4th.
It was no.
Nowhere near as good as that, to be honest.
No.
Second best season in our last.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was.
That team, I would listen, man. As much as I criticize Eddie Howe has been more entertaining than Pardew ever was.
But on paper, those players are better, Chris.
No.
Yeah. Ben Arfa that season was
Arfa,
Well, Ben
unbelievable.
Arfa is one, but Isak, I mean, you talk
Kabay.
about the players now.
Kabay and
Isak,
Tiote.
You like Ben Arfa, you like Santon,
I like Santon, but did Santon really play up to the state? See, that's what you got to know international football, because at the
He
time,
was, because
Santon was good that season. Chris.
Santon was supposed to be the right back for Italy, Inter Milan, and then they sold him to us, and he wasn't what he was projected to be. He
No, but
wasn't.
we finished
And
fifth.
Chris, don't forget we got
sold
Rob Elliott that season as well. Quality keeper he was.
we sold that Spanish lad to Liverpool. Can't remember his name
Are
now.
you on the turn?
I'm joking.
Enrique. On the turn.
Enrique. Yeah, we sold
I love
Enrique to Liverpool, and then we go and finish above them with Santon.
But
I
they
love
still
Santon.
have
I
Carroll.
like
and
Santon.
we smashed them at home.
No, Ben Arfa was on another level. I mean, I like Ben.
I loved Enrique, by the way.
Jose Enrique's good.
Coloccini.
No,
Enrique-
Coloccini, unbelievable.
Enrique-
Coloccini is my I love
Enrique
him.
and Gutierrez on the left.
Gutierrez.
No, yeah, but you're combining all kinds of players, which I love. I love
No,
them.
it was a great team. You
Yeah,
remember
but they're
playing
not-
Demba Ba on
but
the
hold
left
on, though.
and
Come
Cisse
on,
centre
man.
forward.
But
And
they're
it was
not a-
amazing.
And let's be fair though, they're not a better team than this team. As far, I mean, we're talking about Alexander Isak, who is literally one of the best, if not second, third best strikers in the world. We never had no players that are in world elite level at the time. And I thought Carroll was going to be that. He didn't end up being that either at Liverpool. So
I thought Loic Remy was
never
good.
going to be that.
Yeah, the problem with Liverpool.
Remy was good the following
Remy
season.
was good.
and Ben Arfa, everybody thought he could be, but also his lack of, he was a really a good player, but he just
He's
never
got no discipline.
he never
Off the pitch, no
You were
discipline off
just
the pitch.
uncoachable. Uncoachable is what the coaching staff said.
Yeah, well, there you go. So I mean, we had a lot of those guys. I love Coloccini though. Coloccini, one of my idols, man.
Well, that was late, that one.
Yeah, that was later on. Yeah,
He was defender of the season that year.
yeah.
But no. Anyway, we're talking
That's
history
back-
instead of talking West Ham. 3 points, man.
Aye.
Yeah, no, 3 points.
Be
Yeah,
positive.
exactly.
Everyone did their job, except for a few players, but we won.
You mentioned Trafalgar Square earlier on.
I didn't know Trafalgar
Just
Square
in
this year.
case, yeah, but no, there isn't one.
Gordon.
There isn't this year, is it? Because
No,
we're getting
no.
ready for the St. Patrick's Day, the next day, so that it will be closed.
Yeah.
So Covent Garden is where everybody's assembling this.
Yeah. Well, the whole focus right now is going to be shifted to
Onwards and upwards. Come on,
to
Wembley.
the final. So we're gonna have to do we got a long week of thinking ahead and seeing what's going to happen.
I'm not going to think about anything. I'm just going to enjoy the final, and no matter what happens,
there ain't no such
our
thing as that.
season will start the following week against Brentford.
No, it is. That is a happy clapper, Roy, man. Roy, what the hell are you doing,
You're
man?
a flip-flop, man.
Roy.
No, because look.
Yeah, right. No. You
No,
can't
because you know what it is? I don't want to be entitled to anything, because on paper, Liverpool are miles stronger than us.
Yeah.
The pressure's on them, not on us. And if everything goes normal, they will thrash us.
in the overall
So
scheme of things,
anything's
yeah.
a bonus.
On the overall scheme of things, yes. But I mean, Newcastle has its own pressures as well. I mean, it's not when you look at Newcastle if from within. Yeah,
Wimbledon.
in the world, everybody's thinking Liverpool's going to beat us, but from within, listen, man, we're going to lose if we lose another final. We haven't won a final since the '60s, man, '50s. That's
every
not
time you played someone is a higher ranked team or a stronger team.
Well, but that's what's going to happen. You don't expect to get to the final and play Burnley, man. That ain't going to happen. So,
well, I'm optimistic because Eddie's never beaten those bastards, and we might beat them now.
Exactly.
This is the one.
Right, what's happening, son? What's happening?
Roy, you
honest,
are
I've
on
got
a
a feeling.
happy clapper, Roy, man.
I've
See,
told
this is
people
what
at
happens.
work I'm
Stop
buying
getting
them lunch and
overexcited,
dinner
Roy.
and shit all week if we win.
Stop getting overexcited, Roy.
Man,
If we go into this game,
Optimistic.
Right, do
We
we
beat
we expect to win? No, we do not.
who expects? Nobody expects
That's
nothing.
why no
Can
pressure.
we win? Of course we can. Anything can happen in
Yeah.
football.
The thing is, though, if we go into this game and lose it, we've beat the best team in the country. We
Yep.
beat them, and we beat the best. So that's the good thing about playing Liverpool. Rather than playing, if Tottenham had got to the final, it'd be a totally different show. We'd have thought, oh yeah, we can beat these guys, but were we going to beat the best? No.
They have groomed Roy into thinking.
I've finally worn him down.
I just don't think we have
Put
the
a-
quality in the final third to beat
Look,
Liverpool. That's the
There's
problem.
no pressure, man. There's
Well,
no pressure.
The one bit of quality we've got in the final third is Mr.
Yeah, but
Isak.
he needs the
You know
ball, though.
what?
That's the thing.
You know why I'm
As long as he
optimistic a
gets
bit
the
as
fit
well.
back.
He scored the odd against Liverpool and all, you know.
Did anyone watch Liverpool against PSG? And they
Yeah,
got absolutely. They were lucky and absolutely battered. And then against Southampton, they were not great. They got 2 penalties.
Yeah.
Dodgy shit.
Well,
So
Liverpool
I don't think Konate and who's the other? Van Dijk.
Mhm.
Isak can get those two. Van
But-
Dijk's got no pace and he's a dirty bastard.
Allegedly, Gabriel and who's the other Arsenal centre half again, man? Saliba, Gabriel, best centre half pairing in the country. Look what he did with them.
Yeah.
But let's not forget, players like Van Dijk, Salah, Konate, Alisson, they've won trophies, so they know how to get it.
And that's the
They know
moment
how
we
to get it
pick
over
up
the
our
line.
back.
They know. I think. Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing, man. And it doesn't matter if they play tomorrow. They could play their full strength. They'll still come at us like 100 miles per hour.
Listen, we gotta have a perfect game. It ain't no doubt. It ain't no doubt. But I tell you what, though, if we win,
I just don't think we got the quality to do it. But let's see. You
have a
never know,
shooting
though.
boots
You never
on.
know. People
in
say, "Look what
theory,
Birmingham
Tiger,
did." You never know.
in theory, Tiger, we haven't.
Yeah.
But this is football. Maybe
We're gonna see where the lads' mentality is now on Sunday, right?
anything can happen.
Yeah.
I've got faith in one player who I
always better
think
against
might do
better
it.
sides.
Yeah, I've got a feeling J7 is going to win us the cup. I don't know why. He's the one who's going to win us that cup.
Well, I hope you're right.
J7.
Oh,
I know.
can I say something about Bruno today? I thought he was good. He was amazing today. I thought it was like the
He's
Bruno
good.
of old.
Yeah,
that was a
good.
proper captain's performance. So
Well,
that's going to give him
let's-
confidence going into the final.
I don't know
Let's
about
keep in the ball and trying to
Hey,
get
one
fouls
thing
and
ain't
shit.
got nothing to do with the other, man. Proper
And win.
captain.
Win, you kicked ass on the fantasy this week on the head-to-head.
Oh, I've
Oh,
got
he
no
did,
idea.
yeah.
I
That is-
didn't even look at it, Steve.
That is handled by
No,
Roy.
You were,
No,
you still bottom, but you actually kicked ass.
Oh, let's have a look.
Yeah.
I've never changed my team since the first week of the season.
Because I
But
think Gary had
Some of the
a
players you
game.
got in there are not even playing, and you
hey,
still kicked ass.
where am I? Where in the table am I, Roy?
1 second, let me have a look.
Come on, man. You're supposed to keep
My
up.
wins at bottom.
Did you
Yeah.
wait, time out, man. He
Gary,
just said he
unlucky,
kicked
mate.
us.
Dominic had 2
kicked
players
us
coming
today,
on from
though.
the bench. Flipping.
Done, mate.
Dominic's first, I'm second.
Hey, by the way, I thought it was gonna be 1-0
Where's
tonight,
the
and I
Chris?
didn't. I changed
Chris
it,
is
man. But anyways,
I'll be up to 7th after
Oh,
today.
yeah. I got 1 point because I said 3-1. We're gonna get beat. I'll take it every week and finish bottom of that
Chris
that
has stayed.
prediction league as long as we get to the Champions League.
Chris has stayed at the top, just in front of Gary.
I mean, if I said I should have stayed with my 1-0, man. I had
well,
that.
that would
Too.
have been. You'd have been.
I
5
thought
points,
there's
4
no
points.
way we're gonna keep a clean sheet.
5 points.
And then I changed it to 2-1. I think. What did I change it? 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1.
He sent us a text later on.
Well, you got 1 point.
3-1. No, I didn't. I never saw you.
Yeah, look what's happening with me in the
anyways.
post, man.
So listen, we
Anyway,
gotta go.
that's all up on the website. Go on the website. You'll be able to see the up-to-date predictions.
Exactly. So we had a good show. Thank you so much. Coming up next, the player scores for NTTV Plus members. So please join us there so you can have your scores well on the screen.
Tell me,
Ma.
We
Come
won't
on.
be
For
free.
tea.
We
going
going to
to
Wembley.
Wembley.
Tell me,
Tell me,
Ma.
Ma.
Good
Hello,
job.
keep the
good
faith,
job.
man. Let's get
And I tell you
Barcelona.
what,
Come on.
and now that I remember correctly, man, I know why we sold Andy Carroll, because we had another Elite Toon legend coming up, Nile Ranger, at the time. Anyway,
No, Leon. We bought Leon Best.
Leon
Well,
Best.
we also got the 35 million purely because
Leon Best, yes.
Yeah, but guess what?
they
It
fleeced
went.
Chelsea for 50 million for Torres and bought Carroll and Suarez.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's true.
when
That was a
when
hell
we
of a
remember when you remember this because we sold him. You remember when we sold him? It was the last day in the January transfer window.
Yeah. So we
3
couldn't
days
complain.
later, or 4 days later, we played Arsenal and we were 4-0 down after 35 minutes.
Oh yeah,
And
fantastic.
then suddenly, 4-4, and I was like, "Who the fuck is Andy Carroll? Fuck off!"
That's right.
Well, how can't you
And
then?
we never looked back, and we beat
Anyways.
Liverpool as well afterwards, 3-1.
Anyways, folks, we gotta go. We gotta go. Player scores right now coming up next. Thank you so much for your support. We'll see you in a minute. Ciao, ciao.